Hello, sweet friends. I am Trish Lee, and you are watching Thrive with Trish, the place to be to build your confidence and to make your dreams happen. Have you ever said this? I just have no time. I know I have so many times, and it sucks. It sucks when you have that feeling where maybe there's something you want to do, but you just can't do it, and you tell yourself, I just have no time. But if you really think about it, don't we all only have 24 hours in a day? Then how did successful people make it? How did they manage it? It's all about learning the art of time management. As a confidence coach, an author, a mom, a wife, a daughter, a friend, and what have you, I completely understand what it feels like to be pulled in every direction. Everybody wants your time, your attention, but you only have so much of time to give. I've compiled the 4 tips that has helped me time and again to manage my time properly and to not make me lose my sanity. So without further ado, here are the 4 tips. Tip number 1, make time. If you have no time, you make time. Now what this means is, say for example for me, when I was writing my book, The Part 2, Emotional Eating Freedom, I knew that especially now with the pandemic going on and my baby's daycare was closed since beginning of March, I really was stressed out of my mind because as it is, I was already, really tight on time every day. I had sometimes meetings to get to. I had to delegate work to my staff. I had to, prepare meals for my baby. I had to spend time with my husband. I had to have some me time as well, not to, go nuts. But imagine my baby's daycare was, gonna close and I still had to, and I wanted to get my book ready and published soon. So how was I gonna do that? I made time for it. I made it a non-negotiable. I scheduled for it every day. I woke up at about 3:30 or 4 just to get some time in before my baby woke up to get the book done. Now, I'm not saying that it's like, whoa, yeah, 3:30 and I'm like, woohoo, let's get it done. Of course, there are days whereby I feel, it's so hard to get out of bed, but my motivation was there. I knew what I was doing this for. I knew that this book meant a lot to me and I know that this can change lives. And so I made myself motivated, got out of bed, and made full use of that time. Now just imagine, think about it. What if normally you wake up at, let's just say 7 o'clock, and what if you just woke up 1 hour earlier? You made it in such a way that, in the evenings you don't sleep too late, have enough of sleep, 7 to 8 hours, and you just woke up 1 hour earlier. In 1 week, let's just say Monday to Friday, you would have an extra 5 hours on your hands. Imagine what you could do with 5 hours. And what if you woke up 1.5 hours earlier? How much of time would you have then to play with? I mean, that's why if you have something that you really want to get done and it really matters to you, then make time for it. Make it a non-negotiable. Tip number 2, hire help. I understand that, you want to be Superwoman, you want to be Superman, and you want to get all things done because, well, I don't need help. I can do everything by myself. Reality is we all need a little bit of help. Whether that means getting a virtual assistant or maybe that means getting help to come and clean your house. Whatever that it is, if you could get someone to help you to get the little things done so that you can focus on the bigger picture, get the bigger important things done, how much more satisfied would you feel? Ask yourself. Now, if you have a tight budget and you're thinking, Trish, that's just not possible. I don't have the money for that. Fine, no problem. Then maybe you can think a little bit harder. Do you have any friends or family that could help you? Just for, even if it's a couple of hours or it's a couple of days in a week, believe me, it would make a ton of difference. It doesn't always have to cost you something. Or even your neighbor, maybe you could just ask for some help. Of course, coming back to now, this point we're having social distancing, this may be hard. So maybe you can go online and get someone to help you with something which is maybe administrative or whatever not. But basically hire help to get things done, the more smaller, minute things, so that you can focus, like I said again, on the more important things that you want to achieve. Moving forward, tip number 3, delegate. For this point, this is especially important if you are a manager, if you're a CEO, or even if you are a parent. You need to learn to delegate. You can't put everything on your shoulders. Look at people like Elon Musk or Mark Zuckerberg. They had a team behind them. Do you really think they could have achieved what they have achieved today by doing it just by themselves? No, it's not possible. They needed a team. Trust me, I'm also a business owner, and I really do understand what it feels like to have that sense of fear. You worry that maybe your staff won't do it right. You worry that they're not going to do it as well as you. Now, let me answer those questions for you. Are they going to do it really well? Maybe. Might they make mistakes? Probably. Will they do it as good as you? I don't think so. And the thing is, you must understand, you are you. You are at your position because of your knowledge and your skills. Your staff, they are their own individual, okay? They are not going to do things exactly like you. That's just impossible. So don't put this kind of expectations on them or on yourself. And even if they make mistakes, is it really the end of the world? No, let them learn through making mistakes. Of course, there's such a thing as, small mistakes, and there are mistakes which are totally unsalvageable, but learn to incrementally empower them, slowly give them more and more responsibility to handle. In fact, studies have shown the importance of employee empowerment. 4% of employees who had very low employee empowerment were willing to actually do more for their bosses and for the company, versus 67% of employees with very high employee empowerment were willing to go above and beyond for their careers, for their bosses, for the company. So can you see the difference when you empower your employees? So please do not micromanage. That's a thing of the past. Throw it out. Learn to practice delegating and empower your employees and your family members. Trust them to do things, and even if they don't, just guide them along and everything will be great. Tip number 4, remove unnecessary to-dos. Now, this is really a moment of truth. I have tons of things on my phone every day. To-dos, 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 to-dos. But there are moments where I myself I'm guilty of this. I would think, okay, I need to get this done, now. And then it's like, goodness, how am I supposed to get all this done right now? And that's when, in this moment, I need to really refocus and really analyze. Is it really true that I need to get these 10 things done right now? Or is it that there are 2 things maybe which is really pressing in this moment, and the rest of the 8 things are things that could be shifted to a later time, maybe a few hours later or a few days later, or even a few weeks later? It cannot be that everything is a matter of life and death. If you were to think like that all the time, you're gonna be screwed, my friend, really. Okay, because you're just gonna really stress and pressure yourself for nothing. So you need to have a moment of truth with yourself. What can you remove from your to-dos? What can you reschedule? And what is really a priority to do right now? I really hope these 4 tips has helped you to reanalyze how do you manage your time in a day, and to help you better manage your work schedule, your life schedule, and reduce your stress. Now let's end today with a quote of the day. Make time for what truly matters, or make an excuse. Your choice. So lovelies, before I go, don't forget to grab this book, The Path to Emotional Eating. It's now up on my website. It's having a 25% and the offer ends on the 3rd of June. Okay, and if you want a free food journal from me, then please go ahead, click on the link down below in the description, and you're gonna head over to my website. And from there, it will show you how to get a paperback from Amazon. And when you do buy a paperback version from Amazon, just let me know and I'll be sending you the food journal for free. Before we go, do share with me, what are your strategies on how to manage your time in a day when you feel like there just is simply no time? Let me know either in the comments below or over my website, trishandco.com. And while at my website, don't forget to sign up for my Trish exclusive newsletter to receive a free ebook on how to build unshakable confidence, as well as to receive firsthand freebies, empowering tips from myself that I don't share anywhere else. If you found this episode valuable, please do give me a like, subscribe, and share this episode with your friends. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a lovely day, and I'll catch you next time on Thrive with Trish.